These were not your ordinary tornadoes. They were EF4, EF5s. We had several EF3s. They progressed from early that morning all the way through that night. We didn't know where the next one was going to hit.
And I could see the eastern wall of the storm. I couldn't see the western wall, so I knew it was huge. I couldn't outrun the storm, so I took a ride off of Highway 43. Then I get here radio contact because I've been trapped under trees and find out that, you know, the police department's been blown away and the town's been blown away. I didn't know where my family was at. We had left them at the police department in our shelter.
I seen a roof come off the church. It was in the air, like somebody was levitating. Oh, man, I thought it was gonna come through the house. I ran to the bathroom and got in the tub, and I heard some things that is unspeakable.
I declared a state of emergency. We activated our National Guard. I then asked the President for a declaration of emergency from the federal government.
Me and my little girl and a coworker was on one side of the building, and when it hit, the building fell on top of us. My daughter, Kaylin, wasn't making a sound. We couldn't hear her, so I didn't know what has actually happened to her. Her birthday was that day. She was 1 that day.
We all went in the bathroom and it hit as soon as we shut the bathroom door. I mean, it ripped the roof off the back and the sheds and everything and tore all the windows out and the siding off.
She was listening to the radio in the truck and she heard that, you know, it was 10 minutes to Rainsville. And her and 2 of the kids went down to the rocks. That's all you could see was a tornado. We didn't have 10 minutes.
And there were 7 of us in the bathroom. You know, the kids were screaming and hollering, scared. And my wife was praying out loud as she could, and we were all just holding each other and waiting for it to pass.
People said, how did you know what to do? Well, you don't know what to do. What you do is use your past experiences. I mean, I've run emergency rooms. I've taken care of people who are dying from cancer. All of that is part of my life experience. That's why it's kind of good to have somebody that's a little bit older as governor. Life experience is important, and you either care about people or you don't.
Probably the most special moment that I can think of was when I was able to see my family. You know, my son at the time was 16 years of age. To know that he had took it upon himself to go out and start rescue efforts himself just made me proud.
She had got out, and then we got my daughter out. We had went across the road to the bank and stayed and found out that we had lost our home and we had lost everything.
And we get up and start coming out, and that's when reality hit. My wife, she kind of went hysterical, and Sarah.
I went to 30 counties, went to every county, every area that was hit. It was in Rainsville, and I went to the church, and all that was standing was just the slab of the church. But they were having worship on Sunday morning. All I could do was pray for them. That's what I did.
There's a lot of unexpected people that's helped us.
You wouldn't believe how many people were here. Just some surroundings, cooking for people. I mean, there was groups up and down the road, I mean, coming around on trailers, passing out food and water, or trying to help with the cleanup, or the brush, the debris and everything. It was just, I mean, there was groups set up on the side of the road cooking, you know, and you just stopped and they fed you.
Neighbors taking care of neighbors. That's the thing. It was not something that I learned in this difficult time. I already knew that.
See, who was an act of God that this house still here. And I survived the Tuscaloosa whirlwind.
I learned that, you know, things does not matter. Because we could have easily been taken that day, easily, and especially her. So it's a birthday to never forget.
After the storm, people and family were like, won't you move to Texas? I said, no, we decided we wanted to just dig in deeper and grasp a hold of Hackleburg and call it home.